Today is April 21st, 2021, otherwise known as Bank of Canada Rate Day. This is the third time in 2021 the bank has met to discuss the overnight rate. And what did they decide? They're going to maintain that rate at 0.25%. This means retail prime is going to be unchanged at 2.45%. They have, however, decided to change the quantitative easing program, where they were previously injecting $4 billion a week. They will now be injecting $3 billion a week into the bond market. Why did they decide to do that? Well, A, their forecast back in January for the first quarter of this year turned out to be lower than what actually happened. We're recovering quite quickly. And B, they're forecasting bright economic days ahead. They did acknowledge the rise in housing prices in the Canadian market and said they're going to sit back and monitor that situation for the time being. It doesn't look like that alone will be the cause of rate increases. They continue to say they're not going to increase the overnight rate until inflation holds steady at 2%. We're currently at 1.1%, but they adjusted their vision of when that's going to happen from the first quarter in January 2023 to the last quarter of 2022. So this means there potentially could be increases as early as the last quarter of next year. What does this mean for you and your mortgage? Well, fixed rate mortgages are still much lower than they were when the pandemic began. You can get a fixed rate mortgage around the early to mid 2% range, depending on your product. Fixed rate mortgages are good if you want to know your payment throughout the duration of your term. However, it's important to note if you decide to refinance your mortgage or sell your home before the end of your term, your penalty will be slightly higher than that of a variable rate mortgage. Now, variable rate mortgages are at record lows under 2%. And as I just mentioned, the bank has no intention of changing those until the fourth quarter of 2022 at the earliest. Now, the bank can change their mind on things like this, as they just did, based on the way the economy is moving. That being said, when rates increase, it's like going to a water park and riding a water slide. As rates drop, it's like going down that slide super fast and it ends real quickly. But when they rise, it's like walking the stairs to get to the top of that water slide. Slow, steady, and carefully so you don't slip. If you have any questions about your personal situation, please feel free to pick up the phone, drop me an email, or send me a text. I love to talk about mortgages and I love to help people out.